Yo guys, what's going on, man? It's your boy George back with another video of mine. Hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday. Shout out to everyone out there, much love to all of you. So today's video, I just want to say one thing. Shout out to the brother in my last video. He commented to make a video about this special team. Look at this team, man. The three at the back. Antonio Conte's men. Well, he's not going to be there for next season, but we're going to be talking about last season and why they were so dominant. And we're going to be talking about them defensively, why they're so solid defensively. Obviously, they had the best defensive record last season, only conceding 35 goals. We're also going to be talking about how good they were in the attacking phase as well, scoring 89 goals last season, only Atalanta scoring more than them. And yep, Antonio Conte is officially a GOAT. I don't want to hear anyone say that this guy is not one of the top managers in the world at the moment. Now, let me look at this team on FIFA. We've got Perisic, left wing back / left mid. Obviously, when you do go forward with this team, it will turn into a 3-3-4 formation, having Perisic and Hakimi joining the likes of Lukaku and Martinez in attack. And obviously, off the ball, it will turn into a 5-3-2 like we all know. So we're going to be talking about, guys, how to implement the tactics, the instructions, and I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay as well, and how we are on the ball, off the ball, in possession, and how to build up with this team. So I'm going to be talking about the lineup, everyone's roles individually, and what you're going to get from the players, everyone's positions and stuff like that. And then I'm going to be breaking down the instructions and tactics. But first, let's start off with my guy in goal. Handanovic is in goal with Skriniar right centre back, Bastoni left centre back, and in the middle of the two centre backs we've got De Vrij. Left mid / left wing back we've got Perisic, and then right mid / right wing back Hakimi. Like I was explaining, with the two, when they go forward, yeah, their roles change obviously, and when they come back their roles change. But in the middle CDM we've got Brozovic, left centre mid we've got Eriksen, right centre mid we've got Barella, and then the two strikers in Martinez and Lukaku. Now this team right here is so flexible, so direct. They can hit you on counter attacks, they can hit you with slow build up play. But the main thing about Antonio Conte's men is they're well balanced. They don't just attack down the middle, they use the flanks very well. Lots of Perisic and Hakimi, these guys offer you the width. You have no wingers in this team, so these guys will offer you the width. And not only that, they're very good. Hakimi's got the pace to whip in crosses. Perisic is very dangerous as well. And then obviously when we're talking about the middle of the field, Eriksen is actually how I see Eriksen. I see a new role in Eriksen under Antonio Conte. At Spurs, he's more of your guy to get forward, makes runs into the box and stuff like that. But for Antonio Conte and what he wants from Eriksen and what I've seen, yes, he does go forward at times, but he's more of your deep line playmaker. So he's here making passes, breaking the lines with his passes, occasionally taking long shots as well. But he's the guy helping out Brozovic as well, and at times it makes a double pivot because Barella is the most advanced midfield out of the two. Barella is going to be the guy to come out here, get in his half spaces as well. This role that Barella was playing under Antonio Conte actually suits him very well. Obviously, like I was saying, he's your box-to-box midfielder. He's got very good ball control, he's got very good technical stats, and look at that, 92 stamina. So not only is he going to be helping out the likes of Hakimi and Lukaku and getting between the lines, but obviously his work rates is high, so he will be coming back in time to help out the likes of Brozovic and Eriksen in defensive transition. And obviously when this team is defending deep, when this team is defending in their own half, it creates a 5-3-2 formation. So even with the centre backs as well, guys, Bastoni, De Vrij and Skriniar, Handanovic plays from the back. Antonio Conte wants his team to play from the back. So if you want to do that, guys, it's up to you. You can either play from the back or you can hit Lukaku, because Lukaku's got the stats to hold at the play, of course. But De Vrij is very good on the ball. He can break the lines with his passing, and even Bastoni and Skriniar, I've seen often at times Bastoni will try and make a long ball to Martinez, or Skriniar will try and make a long ball to Lukaku, but overall they build up very slow. They try to get the ball to Hakimi or Perisic as well. So this team is so good and so flexible. It's really up to you how you want to build up with this team. But anyway, man, let's get straight into the instructions. Handanovic, The only instruction I've got set on him for today is come for crosses. I don't really have him on sweeper keeper because one, he's not a natural sweeper keeper, and two, if you want this team to work properly for you guys, yeah, if you want to keep clean sheets, you want to stay compact and limit your opposition from creating chances, then there's no point playing a high line with this team, because De Vrij, Skriniar, yeah, these two right here in particular, very good defensively, yeah, don't get me wrong. And Bastoni, he's obviously young, he's getting there, but these guys are not quick. And I feel like on this game, if you're trying to play a high line, you need quick defenders, and these guys are not quick, but they excel when it comes to defensive awareness, stand tackling, and just their defensive qualities. But when it comes to their physical attributes like sprint speed, acceleration, this is where they don't excel. So for me personally, I would just set it on come for crosses, yeah, and just balance. That's how I'd leave it, guys. De Vrij, Bastoni and Skriniar, nothing set on them either. Obviously in real life you might see Skriniar push forward a little bit, help out in the offensive phase, and the same with Bastoni as well, but on this game it's very hard to replicate that. So just keep them set as nothing, set them as default. So Perisic, the only instructions I got set on Perisic is come back on defense and stay wide, and no other instructions set on him. And the same goes for my other winger Hakimi, come back on defense and stay wide. Now the main thing is, guys, these guys are wingers, they're not left wing backs, so their roles are very different. Now obviously, as you can see, Perisic is left mid and Hakimi is right mid. Now you got to be very careful, because if you set this instruction here, defensive support, as balanced, they're not going to come back and create the 5 at the back, you know. So when we transition from attack to defense, you want these guys to come back to create a 5, because think about it, if these guys don't come back here and they get caught right further up the field, you've only got 3 centre backs here, yeah. Forget about Brozovic, he ain't helping you out, you know, because once he comes out here to support and to cover for Perisic, massive gaps in between, you know, in these little half spaces and stuff. You can't defend like that, man, you know. That's not the Conte way, you know. So if you want to be compact and you want to be safe, set that on come back on defense, you know. So that's just a little quick demonstration there. And stay wide as well. These guys are not going to be your ones to be a traditional winger and try and score goals. All they're trying to do is stay wide. They're your outlet. When you're trying to build from the back, very easy to hit these guys from building from the back. So Bastoni can hit Perisic, Skriniar can hit Hakimi, and they just offer you width, you know what I mean? So stay wide, come back on defense, and yeah, let's move on to the midfield. Brozovic, the only instruction I got on him is stay back while attacking, on attacking support, and even for defensive position, I have him on cover wing. Now if you want to be safe, you can cover center. Now with this game, it would be smart to cover center, but in real life, let's be real, right? Eriksen is not the best when it comes to defending. He's more of your guy to be on the ball, distributing the ball, and, you know, just showing his qualities on the ball, but off the ball defensively he's not the greatest. So it would make sense to cover wing, because he will be covering for the likes of Eriksen, and even when Barella can't come back in position, this is what Brozovic is going to be doing. He's going to be coming and temporarily covering for the likes of Barella and Eriksen. So cover wing, that's what it would offer you. But if you want to keep that compactness in the middle, it would make sense to cover center. But it's really up to you guys and what you want to do. I don't mind covering wing, that's just how I play. But Brozovic is so important to this team. He's like your regista, deep line playmaker. He's the guy to break the lines, get the ball to the likes of the Lukaku, so the Lukaku can hold at the ball and get players involved. He's the one to start the play and to get things moving. He sets the tempo, and overall, guys, not only just on the ball he's good, like obviously on the ball he's good, but defensively he's very good as well. You know, that's why Conte's got him playing this role and not the likes of Vidal, you know, because this guy is the one that's always available and ready for the ball, you know, and that's what you need when you're playing in this position. So Brozovic, stay back while attacking, optional, it really depends, up to you, but for me, cover wing. Now Eriksen, the only instruction I got in Eriksen is stay on the edge of the box, and for cover wing, same thing will cover wing as well, because when you're covering the wing with your two centre mids, yeah, they're going to be coming out and helping out Hakimi in the press. And so Barella's going to be helping out Hakimi, and Eriksen's going to be helping out Perisic as well in the press. Because when you got on cover centre, they're not going to be coming out on the wing and trying to close down the opposition fullback. They're just going to be covering the centre, you know. So I don't want that, because I don't have no wingers, so I want somebody going out there and pressing the wings, you know. So the only way to do that is to cover wing with both centre mids. And another thing as well, guys, I know this is a long video, another thing as well, when you got them on left mid, when you set these guys left mid and right mid, yeah, not right wing back and left wing back, when you got them set as wingers, right, this is what happens. They actually come out, yeah, and press the opposition fullback, and that's what you need to create a decent and effective press, you know, off the ball. That's what Inter Milan does at times. When the opposition does have the ball in their own half, you do see Perisic pressing aggressively, you do see Hakimi pressing as well. And if the ball's on the right hand side, Hakimi will press the left back, and Perisic will be the guy to create a back four, so he'll be the one staying back and offering support. So you can't do that with a right wing back and a left wing back, because they won't offer you no support in the press. They will just stay back in the 5. But with the left mid and right mid, you're creating that chance to kind of you know, press effectively, if that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys too much, man. What I'm trying to say is you create a better press when you have your centre mids on cover wing, both Eriksen and Barella, and when you got your wingers on left mid and right mid, they help out and press as well. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. So Eriksen, stay on the edge of the box for a cross and cover wing, works for me personally. Or you can have it on balance, it's really up to you. But the main thing that Eriksen does for this team is he uses passing to his advantage. He breaks the lines very well. He's got very good ball control, and he's kind of your guy to recycle possession. He's your playmaker. I don't know if you guys like watch football like that, but when Antonio Conte used to manage Chelsea back in 2018, not his first time, not his first season, I'm talking about his second season, when he adopted a 5-3-2 formation under Chelsea. Eriksen's kind of like your Fabregas. He's not getting you goals, but he's playing a huge role behind the scenes, like building up the attack and stuff, you know. When it comes to build-up play, that's what Eriksen's kind of doing, you know, right now, or what he was doing last season for Antonio Conte. He's not getting you goals, he's not doing what he was doing at Tottenham, but he's playing a huge role in helping out Brozovic and linking up the play. So Eriksen, for me, stay on the edge of the box. Now the guy who is going to be attacking for you, the guy that's going to be getting in between the lines and helping out the likes of the Lukaku, Martinez and Hakimi, is Barella. He's going to be the most advanced midfielder out of the two, out of Eriksen and Brozovic. Eriksen's going to be very deep, and 9 times out of 10, Eriksen's going to be the one playing the balls to Barella. That's going to be in them half spaces, in between the lines. And once he does pick up the ball, he distributes the ball to Lukaku, Hakimi, and sometimes you even see Barella appearing here and even appearing out here, you know, to create numerical advantage on the wing. When you got Hakimi going forward, then you got Lukaku as well in this space, and then you got Barella in these half spaces as well. So he does the role really well, guys. You know, he's got the stats for it, and he's also got the work rates to get back in time and help out in the defensive transition. So Barella, if you want a box-to-box midfielder, yeah, as a right centre mid or left centre mid, it's best to have everything on balance. That's what I've learned personally. But one thing about Barella that makes him so different is he appears on the wing at times. You even see him providing crosses at times as well. So I have him on free roam. So now what happens is he appears out on the wing, appears as a right attacking mid, right centre mid, but overall he's a box-to-box midfielder. He's got the work rates for it as well. Then cover wing as well, so cover wing is going to be helping out in the press and stuff like that. So Barella, that's the instructions for him. So we've done the midfield. Now it's time to do the strikers. Lukaku is a target man or balance. Now the reason why I say target man is because he's the one that's coming in deep being available. And obviously people can play off Lukaku, the likes of Barella, Martinez. Obviously Martinez, Lukaku are known for their link-up play all around Europe. Europe don't know about Lukaku and Martinez, you know. Brilliant, beautiful link-up they've got between the two. Good chemistry between the two. But not only that, Barella can play off Lukaku as well. And yeah, you can get good combinations going on, you know, between Martinez, Lukaku and Barella. But also another thing as well, you can even have it on balance as well, because Inter are not afraid to counter-attack. Yes, they do play direct and stuff like that. Yeah, they can play a slow build-up, but they can also play a counter-attacking style. So oftentimes if there is space, Lukaku will make runs in behind. Same goes with Martinez as well. So this is all I set on Lukaku, either balance and default settings or target man. It's really up to you. With Martinez, same thing. I'll just keep everything balanced. So you can literally have default settings for both strikers. Obviously they're both different though in terms of their quality and their attributes. Martinez relies more on his agility, his speed and stuff like that, and his ball control. Obviously he's more superior in that aspect. But with Lukaku, relies on more of his positioning in the box, his finishing, his strength, and his link-up play, you know. So to be honest with you guys, that's pretty much all the instructions and everything I really want to go over in terms of obviously instructions of what I want from players individually. Now we're going to go to the tactics. Pressure and heavy touch or balance works well with a Conte system. Reason being is because when I look at them in real life, off the ball, right, let's say they lose the ball in the opposition's half, they lose the ball high up the field. Instead of pressing like what Klopp and Pep would do with their counter pressing, they get everyone back in numbers, they get everybody in shape, making it very hard for the opposition to penetrate them and get them on counter attacks. So that's always been the Conte philosophy. So balanced or press on heavy touch would make more sense. Me personally, I'd go pressure on heavy touch because they press in moderation. It's not like Antonio Conte's men just sit back and park the bus. No, they don't play like that, you know. They do press, especially when the opposition is penned back in their own half. You do see the likes of Lukaku and Martinez press the centre backs and press the back line. You see Perisic and Hakimi come further forward and help out, you know, in press. So pressure on heavy touch would make sense because they do press, but at the same time they get back in shape and get ready, you know, for the opposition's attack and stuff. So pressure on heavy touch. The width is on 4, and the reason why it's on 4 is because Inter Milan are so compact in the middle. Yeah, Antonio Conte's men like to be very compact in the middle and kind of suffocate their opponents. So what happens is the opposition play down the wings often at times because there's nothing in the middle. So 4 would make sense. And the thing is as well, when Eriksen comes out here to help out Perisic on the wing, because you will get overloaded out here because you don't have a winger, so it does make sense for Eriksen to come out here and help and provide support on the wing. And what happens is, since you got the width from 4, Brozovic comes, so let me give you a demonstration of what happens here. So let's say the ball's on this side, Eriksen comes out here to offer support, Brozovic comes and then he shifts, because obviously everything's very narrow with the 4. When you drop it, you're more compact. When it's more wider and you got the width on, let's say, your 6s or 8s, you probably won't see that. You probably won't see them shift, you know. So when you got on 4, everyone shifts and, you know, covers. So obviously Brozovic will cover for Eriksen. That's what I've seen personally, you know, when I play with this team. So that's what I have the width on. I have the width on 4. Just gives you more support in the midfield, in the center, and then I have the depth on 5 or 4, and I would go 4. I would go 4 just for your own safety because you don't have the fastest defense. I will be real with you lot. Your defense is not that fast, so to play with a high line is kind of suicidal through ball FC. So you might as well go with 4 or 5. It's really up to you, but don't ever look at this team as a defensive team and a team that just parks the bus and stuff like that. The only reason why it looks defensive is because they're so compact in the midfield, but don't get it twisted, man. Conte does like to press at times, you know, but their press is in moderation, you know. It's a well-balanced press they do in real life. I'd go balanced or fast build-up play. Now, I'm struggling to find out which one works for me and which one kind of replicates how they play in real life, because let's be real, there's people out there that have watched Inter Milan more than me and know way more about the team and how they play than me. I'm just only going off what I've seen. So when it comes to build-up play and I look at their goals, a lot of their goals come from counter-attacks, but the way they play, they do keep the ball, they do their short passes. A lot of their play comes from Brozovic, because Brozovic is the one that's getting the ball and breaking the lines. And the thing is, with Inter Milan, they do the slow build up, but then they hit you with one pass through the lines and then they're off, you get me? So it's really difficult to pick an offensive style. So I would personally go balance, because don't get it twisted, if Inter Milan have a chance to counter attack, if Lukaku and Martinez see space that can be exploited, then they're going to take it. But a lot of their goals don't come from counter-attacks at the same time. So it's really, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'll be real with you guys. But to be honest, I'll go balance, because with balance, you can counter-attack and you can do the fast build-up play also. But you can also have a very balanced and lucid style of playing. So it's really up to you guys. But I'd go balanced. And the width is on 4, because obviously we're talking about keeping the ball, short passing. That's what Inter Milan have been doing this season. So you need everyone close to each other, and the only way to do that is to have it on your 3s, have it on your 4s, and maybe even your 5s. I think 5 would be a good number as well, but the width is going to come from the wing backs. So 4 or 5 would make sense. Players in the box, you got Martinez, Lukaku, and maybe even Barella coming in the box as well. So 4, 5, really up to you there. Corners is 3, and free kicks is on 3. And that is pretty much all I want to talk about today in terms of Inter Milan. Very good team to use. So compact. So good defensively. I was so surprised, man, how good they were defensively. And even with, don't even worry about the cover wing. You can even have Brozovic on cover centre. I really don't mind, guys. You know, it's not a big deal. But me, I have it on cover wing, and I still get the same compactness. Just the same, I don't know, man, like everything's still balanced in that midfield, even if I have him on cover centre or cover wing. It really doesn't matter. Obviously I would personally have Eriksen and Barella on cover wing, so they can help out Hakimi, because if Hakimi's just defending on that wing, you are going to be overloaded. So get Eriksen out there on cover wing and Barella on cover wing, so that numerical advantage for the opposition doesn't happen. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about today. I will give you guys gameplay and clips, and I'll show you guys some of the goals and stuff like that, and just how we are, our shape and stuff. But more videos to come, just planning some more, and I'm going to analyze some more teams as well. I might do some Euro teams as well, like Spain, England, and yeah, man, more videos to come. Take care, one love, have a nice Tuesday, peace.
Douglas Luiz. Well, he's lost it. De Vrij. Skriniar. Be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, Derek, I'm happy with his first 45 minutes.
And he's made headway. And a goal!